Now, I love horror games. I love the tension and the false calm before the action starts, which is one of the reasons that I love Phasmophobia so much. For starters, this isn't a review. I'm not a game journalist, and I'm definitely not taking back alley payments to shill the game, but I am willing though. Reach out to me, guys, I promise. I'll glaze it proper. I'm just a guy with a microphone, spouting nonsense into a void that people listen to occasionally. At the end of the day, my opinions are just that. Opinions, not gospel. Now, let's talk about why you should play Phasmophobia. Let's start with the basics. Phasmophobia is a ghost hunting game where you and up to 3 people enter a location, usually a house, but other areas like a lighthouse, a high school, a prison, and a mental asylum are also available. Each location has a fuse box that controls the lights. On lower difficulties, it's on by default, but on higher difficulties, you'll need to find the box so you can turn the lights on, if it works at all. You start each game in a truck. This is your base, where you can see a full map of the location you're in, the sanity of all players, the ghost's activity levels, the sound it's making in any general area if you have a microphone there, and a computer that has all the available cameras on site at your fingertips. Upon entering the location, you'll need to find the ghost room, the room where the ghost most commonly is. At higher difficulties, this room can change, but at lower difficulties, it more often than not always stays in the same location. Your goal here is straightforward. You're simply trying to discover the type of ghost that you are dealing with. To do that, you're going to need some equipment. How about a book that the ghost will sometimes write in? A spirit box that ghosts can use to communicate with you. Oh, now you want to talk! An EMF reader used to detect ghost activity such as moving doors or throwing objects. A thermometer for finding cold spots, which is a telltale sign of the ghost room. A UV light to catch ghost residue, usually showing up as fingerprints or footprints. A dots light, which emits a radius of green orbs, which can help you show the ghost. A video camera to keep track of any evidence, but also used to see ghost orbs. And a flashlight, so you're not stumbling through the darkness like a fucking lemming. These are the pieces of equipment that will help you define what kind of ghost you are dealing with. However, you also have a catalog of other equipment that can help you in other various means. Photo cameras that take pictures of various things or the ghost themselves. Sound recorders that can pick up audio from the ghosts. Motion sensors to track down the ghost's general area. Salt, which ghost will step through and is handy for UV evidence. Headsets that vary from hands-free flashlights to cameras and night vision goggles. Firelights that provide light when the power is out and provide a slight bonus to sanity. Sound sensors that pick up audio in a wide radius, which can be useful early on for finding the ghost room, especially in bigger maps. Tripods that hold the video camera. Incense that can be used to ward off ghosts from hunting, or if they already are hunting, to keep them away from you. Lighters that are needed to use the firelights and incense themselves. Sanity medication so you don't lose your mind while in these houses. Parabolic microphones to listen to the ghost making weird noises occasionally. And a crucifix, because no matter what type of ghost you're dealing with, all specters tremble before the almighty power of God. All equipment has a tier list, starting from 1 being the worst to 3 being the best. Shitty flashlights become spotlights, a dots pin becomes a drape of green, 360 resolution cameras become HD, and the power of Christ only gets stronger. There are also cursed objects that can help you in your search. The music box will cause the ghost to sing, letting you know where it is. The haunted mirror shows you the ghost's favorite room. The Ouija board allows you to ask a variety of questions to the ghost. The summoning circle that brings the ghost directly to you. The tarot cards have multiple effects, from raising or lowering your sanity to bringing your teammates back to life, or even just killing you. And the monkey's paw, which kind of acts kind of like the Ouija board, but different, I guess. All of these cursed objects have their own drawbacks. Some just straight out kill you, some trigger hunts. It's better to maybe use them sparingly. But of course the ghost isn't just going to sit around and let you trespass in its territory. It'll try to scare you off by throwing things around, appearing in front of you and messing with the lights, and even ringing telephones. But if all else fails, it will try to drag you to the other side by force. Ghost hunts allow the ghost to come to our side of the veil and kill. The only way to survive is by hiding, either by being in a closet or a locker, or by simply getting lucky and picking the spot that the ghost doesn't show much interest in. However, this isn't all you can do. Incense can help, but they are not a permanent solution and should be used to widen the gap so you have a better chance to hide. The hidden third way, however, is by playing Truck Princess, never touching the inside of the house and thus always keeping safe. Keep in mind, you are not here to exorcise the ghost, just identify it. You are ghost detectives, not ghost busters, and your survival is not guaranteed. Okay, so now you've got the basics down. What should you be doing? Well, you'll want to identify the ghost by finding 3 pieces of evidence using the equipment that I mentioned earlier. That's all that's really required on that front. Doing that nets you some money that you can then spend on extra equipment or upgrading existing equipment. But if you want to squeeze some extra money out of that job, there are 3 optional objectives per game. They cycle through a variety of different things: capture a picture of the ghost, capture a video of the ghost, stop a ghost from hunting with a crucifix, detect a ghost on a parabolic microphone, and escaping a ghost hunt. Now your pockets are feeling significantly heavier, but you're a greedy cunt and you still want more. Alright. So there are 3 types of media you'll need: 5 pictures, 5 videos, and 3 sounds. For pictures, you'll need to capture a photo of different things: ghostwriting, EMF activity, freezing temps, dirty water, one of the various forms of the ghost, or a dead body, and some other stuff. For videos, you'll need to capture the ghost as it's writing in the book, one of the various forms of the ghost while it's hunting, the crucifix while it's burning, or your friend while they're dying. Sound recording has a lot less options, but in general they tend to be easier to get. EMF level 5, the burning crucifix, the ghost laughing, the ghost groaning, or the ghost just talking. Do all of that and collect the bone that is always somewhere on the map, and you'll get a perfect investigation bonus, rewarding you with even more money. With 24 ghosts with their own strengths and weaknesses, 12 maps, and a truckload of idiots, enjoyment or panic is never far off. And if you ever feel that the game is too easy, hike up the difficulty. It offers a reward multiplier depending on how hard the game is, ranging from 0 to 15 times the initial amount. And with custom difficulties, you can decide what aspect of the game is tougher and which part is a bit easier. Honestly, the game is just good fun. Playing with my friends and walking around being stupid, screaming at the ghost, getting spooked, and even thirsting over the dead. Seeing how long it takes on harder difficulties with evidence missing, zooming around the map at light speed for fun, or pissing the ghost off with cursed objects. There's a decent amount here, and I highly suggest you play it and see. My favorite thing is probably calling the ghost a bitch over the spirit box. They never really seem to take it well, and I find it very funny to say the least. So grab your friends, grab your gear, get in the building, and pick a god and start praying that you get out alive, lest you become the next ghost needing to be discovered. That's all I really have for you. Phasmophobia can be a creepy, tense game, and I hope you look into it. It's a lot of fun, especially with friends. So, I'll see you later. We have a Discord if you want to join that. It's in the channel bio, of course, yada yada yada. These people keep me going, so thank you to these people, and I will see you all later.